years, man.
Yes.
I had Ross Strickland on the show, and he said when you joined the Gauchos, you wanted to bring your young guys with you.
Well, Lou was doing his thing with Mochito and Cesar, the older guys, 19 and under. I was in Mitchell Gym doing my little thing with the Mitchell Bullets, and he had saw me coaching a couple of games before they played, and he had asked me to come coach for them. And I told him I really wasn't interested in coaching guys that were pretty much my age.
Gotcha.
I said, I'm trying to keep these kids out of trouble. But then as time went by and I got to know Lou, it turns out our philosophies were pretty similar. A, we was trying to keep kids out of trouble. Two, we was trying to push them academically. And three, and there was something Lou could do that I couldn't do because and there were things I could do he couldn't do. It just made a perfect marriage in that we complemented each other. I did the programming. I mentored the kids on a daily basis. I did the training, the coaching. Lou had the connections and the resources and the concept of bringing private sector money, people that really trusted him, which allowed us to get fundings in ways that other people couldn't. And it was a perfect marriage because then Lou also added a great concept of, one, I wanted to open up the world to these young men. Most of them have never left the Bronx or Manhattan or Brooklyn. So we traveled. And I learned from Lou that one of the greatest tools and one of the greatest educational tools in life is travel, which a lot of people don't have the resources to do. So when you speak to players that played with the Gauchos, that's one of the things they talk about. That we went to here, we went there, and what it did was it prepared them for a bigger world other than the South Bronx, other than Harlem, other than Bed-Stuy, Queens, and they saw that there was other possibilities out there. And then one of the things I did to back up that concept was when you're getting recruited by school, and as we travel, we're trying to open up the possibility that if you go to a school in Ohio or you go to a school like Marquette in Wisconsin, could you live there? Could you raise a family there? And the reason why that's important is because that's where you make your reputation.
That's right.
And a lot of young men make the mistake of playing out of New York, and then when they get their degree and they come back, they don't have the same connections that they would have had if they had stayed in North Carolina or if they had stayed in California, which is where they acquired their reputation to go with the connections because they're alumni there. Yeah. So Lou and I getting together was a perfect marriage. So now you have biddies, midgets, juniors, seniors. You have a farm system, and we have a concept that is still lasting today, even though we're both retired.
And it means a lot for you that Lou's being recognized because he's done so much for so many kids.
Absolutely.
In New York City. Definitely a legend and definitely needs to be recognized.
Absolutely. I would not have missed this for the world.
What does it mean to you to be here, representing him, and being able to speak on his behalf?
It's like the culmination of a journey. Lou is now 93, and I'm getting ready to turn 70. And the fact that God has blessed us that we still are here, and our kids, we call them our kids, we call them our sons, are here to see him go into the Bronx Basketball Hall of Fame, and to honor him is a blessing from God.
What does the Bronx Basketball Hall of Fame mean in New York City?
It's something that was, and I give Derek Dow all the praise and credit in the world. I was on the original board when they first started putting it together, so I understood some of the concept and some of the struggles they went to get here. And it's something that's long overdue because the Bronx has a special flavor that's different from Manhattan, that's different from Brooklyn. Everybody has their different flavor. You know, we are one city, and it's just a fantastic thing that he's reaching out to so many different areas, which is very difficult to do. But the Bronx has a great, rich basketball history, and this is only going to grow.
I appreciate you, man. I'm glad we got a chance to speak.
Absolutely, my brother.
God bless you, brother.
You take care.
All right, take care.
All right.
And we're going to do that full show soon.
You got my number. Call me.
Right, definitely.
Ready? Yeah. You have just stepped out into the world of